Hello, guys! So, this is how I achieved my dream body without hours in the gym, extreme dieting, and sacrificing social life by using a strategic calorie deficit and sustainable lifestyle for fat loss, without wasting hours in the gym, without dealing with slow progress, and without getting overwhelmed with useless information. This is my journey. So I've probably gone through this before, but let's go through it again a little bit. This will be quick. Growing up, I was the overweight kid, yada yada yada. I was always the biggest one in the group photos, and just wasn't confident in myself. I was always being poked fun at, and I hated taking photos of myself, and that just felt terrible. This is what I looked like at 12. Not the fittest. I was chubby, insecure, and unconfident in myself. I wasn't proud of who I was when I looked in the mirror, and I knew I had to make a change. So at 13 years old, the ripe young age, I started my fitness journey. I didn't know about what foods to eat, what workouts to do. I relied mostly on YouTube videos looking for the right information, only to get more and more confused. It took some time, but after a while, I lost 40 pounds in a year. So this is me a little bit after. I went from 140 to 115 pounds in just a couple months. But I had lost a lot of muscle and I lost my curves. And again, I felt like something was missing in my physique. And with school, working around 45 hours a week and having very little time to work out, I didn't know what else I could do. But then I got recommended to start going to the gym. So I started going to the gym for just 45 minutes 4 times a week and started building muscle. And surely enough, with the right diet, workouts, and mindset, I built up my body up the right way. After years of consistency, the right guidance, and surrounding myself with like-minded individuals, I was able to achieve my dream physique. My fitness journey got me here. From a chubby kid who had struggled with confidence, to someone who had now conquered her mind and learned how to stay disciplined and handle any challenges that may come her way in the future. And this was all without extreme unsustainable dieting, sacrificing social life and friends, and gaining the weight back yo-yo dieting over and over again. So I have an opportunity for you. The truth is, you probably don't need to know more information. If that was the case, you would have already achieved your goal. What if you could learn how to get your dream physique without harsh dieting, without saying no to fun hangouts, hours in the gym, and being held accountable? I promise this would change your life. This is for you if you want that confidence that allows you to take any photo that you want without insecurities and enjoy life to the fullest. If you want relentless accountability, to learn discipline, to not only achieve your fitness goals, but any goal that you have in life. If you're tired of slow progress and putting in the work and seeing nothing come out of it, if you're an action taker, like once you set a goal for yourself, you're on it, you're going to achieve it, and you'll get it done right away. If you're feeling lost and you need guidance and direction, and if you're open-minded, open to take advice from someone who's where you want to be, and you're actually going to implement it, this is for you. This isn't for you, however, if you're not patient, if you're not willing to spend a couple months or weeks developing your lifestyle, character, physique, then this don't join this community. If you're a quitter, like when you don't see results right away or as fast as you want to, and you quit, this isn't for you. If you don't want to make this a priority, if just fat loss and fitness isn't a priority of yours, this should probably just click off right now. I'm being honest, like you need to make fat loss a little bit of a priority for it to work. And if your ego is too big, you need in order to see results, you probably need to be able to take criticism from someone who's where you want to be and not from yourself, because that's going to keep you where you are right now. If you're not willing to take advice from someone who is at the position you kind of want to be in, this isn't for you. Now, why are you failing? Why are you doing all this work and you're not seeing anything come out of it? There's three pillars: accountability, training, and diet. When you have all three, you will see fat loss. So with accountability, you've probably tried other programs or methods, but they just didn't hold you accountable, which is why you fell off. Your coach just gave you a plan, or you just found a plan, and you were just expected to follow it without really anyone making sure that you did it. Why not have someone that won't let you give excuses, but make sure you execute your plan daily? And two, dieting. You're not training correctly for your goals. Do you want to lose fat? Do you want to build curves? What's your priority? Remember, you can only have one priority. Based on that, we'll figure out a plan for you. Instead of doing a random workout and hoping you get results, we'll correctly find the best exercise routine for you and fast track your results. And number three, diet. This is a big one. Your diet is probably flat out wrong, I'm not gonna lie. If you already had the right diet, then why don't you already have your dream physique? So you need to learn how to track your calories and macros and adjust them week to week to make progress towards your goal. The biggest lie is that you don't need a coach who gives you a cookie cutter program and sends you on your way. Even though you have a decent meal and training plan, you wouldn't have learned how to conquer your mind, and that's gonna leave you just going back to your old ways and not seeing progress. If it's unsustainable, then this will probably drive you a little crazy. If you don't have someone to hold you accountable for your action, then you're not going to be able to sustain it and just do it on the long haul. And in order for you to see progress, you need to stick with it daily. If you want something that's done with you, if you want to work with someone who understands how to create a workout and meal plan tailored for you, then keep listening. And if you need strategy, you just need a structured program, and you need someone to take care of the calorie and tracking and training changes, this is for you. So there's a couple fundamentals to understand about changing your physique. Number one is your mindset. You need to get rid of your limiting mindset that's been holding you back your entire life. You need a mindset that makes sure that you succeed in anything you do in life. You need to build a foundation to get started on your body transformation journey. This is not something you accomplish overnight. You need to be prepared to face the hardest challenges of your life. You need to be able to rewire your mind, implement good habits, and be self-aware. You need to visualize your goals, turn them into reality, be self-aware, cut devices out of your life. You need to be able to meditate, to think clearly. We'll teach you the habits to break past insecurities, limiting beliefs, and mindset barriers. Then you'll need optimal workout plans. So we just need something that fits your schedule and is time efficient, so you actually reach your fat loss goals by the end of the year. And you need to enjoy the process with these workouts. Otherwise, you're just going to stop doing them, and there's no point in just doing it for a week, right? You need to do it for a couple weeks to see the actual changes. And then you need a customized diet and meal plans. You need an exact meal plan that's for your body and your goals. Just something that's working for someone else won't exactly work for you, because maybe you won't be able to stick with it. Maybe you need different kinds of foods for your body and health. So we keep that in mind. It needs to actually be able to enjoy your diet, and sometimes that means being able to enjoy your favorite foods in moderation, or just being able to find ways to really keep eating the foods that you really love in your diet. Because obviously you can't eat like a McDonald's burger every single day, but you need to be able to incorporate some foods that you really, really love to make sure that you can do this for the rest of your life. You need relentless accountability. If you don't see progression in your life, it's probably because of a lack of accountability. When I tried to do everything by myself, it was really overwhelming and I felt alone. You need someone to just guide you and kind of keep the pressure on you so that you achieve your goal. And you're also going to have premium access to me. With my direct access, you'll gain access to my knowledge. You can ask me questions, request more informative content, and more. And you get enhanced support from me. So, with that, the next step is that if you're ready to create a slim physique and you're ready to do that alongside your busy schedule without having to spend hours in the gym, unrealistic dieting, and missing out on social life, then book a call with me and I'll see if you're a good fit for the program. Okay, so this is my Calendarly link. Just click a time here that works for you. We'll talk. And we'll talk about just how we can get to your fat loss goals, and I'll give you some guidance. And if you're a good fit for my program, then you can talk about also joining the program. If not, we'll just talk about how to get to your fat loss goals. But either way, I'm here to help. So book in a call and we'll talk soon.